You've told me some high spots in your life, you know. You want to hear mine? Well, they're all connected with the sea. Oh, here's one. I was on the Squarehead Square Rigger, bound for Buenos Aires, and full moon in the trades. And this old hooker was just driving 14 knots, and I was lying on the bowsprit. I was facing astern with the water foaming into spume under me, and every mast with sail, white in the moonlight, just towering high above me. I just became drunk with the beauty and the singing rhythm of it. And for a second, I lost myself. I lost my life. I was set free. I became white sail and flying spray. I became beauty and rhythm and the moonlight and the ship and the high dim starred sky. I belonged. I belonged. I belonged without past, without future, within peace and unity and a wild joy. Within something greater than my own life, or the life of man, to life itself, to God, if you want to put it that way. If you want to put it that way. Then another time, when I was on the American line, and I was lookout in the crow's nest on the dawn watch, and calm seas that time, just a lazy groundswell and a slow, drowsy roll of the ship. All the passengers were asleep below, and none of the crew was in sight. No sign of man anywhere. Black smoke pouring out from the funnels behind and beneath me, and just daydreaming, not keeping lookout, just feeling alone, and above, and apart, watching the dawn creep like a painted dream over the sea and the sky which slept together. Then the moment of ecstatic freedom came. The peace. The end of the quest. The last harbor. The joy of belonging to a fulfillment beyond men's lousy, greedy fears and hopes and dreams. Many other times, swimming far out or lying alone on the beach, I have had the same experience, became the sun, the hot sand. Green seaweed anchored to a rock, just swaying in the tide, like a saint's vision of beatitude, like the veil of things as they seem, drawn back by an unseen hand, and for a second you see the secret. And seeing the secret, you are the secret. For a second there is meaning. Then the hand lets the veil fall, and you're alone, lost in the fog again, stumbling on to nowhere for no good reason. Stumbling on to nowhere for no good reason. It was a great mistake my having been born a man. I would have been much more successful as a seagull or a fish. As it is, I will always be a stranger who never feels at home, who doesn't want and is not really wanted, who can never belong, who must always be a little in love with death.